What's going on, guys? Fate here, and welcome back to the channel. And today, I'm going to be bringing you my first 2 weeks of WPF Season 6 in A Division. And yeah, I figured I'd just go ahead and get you guys these games. Yes, I am back with another video, 2 in the same week. It can't be me, but yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So, week 1, I played Skyquake, and week 2, I played Stark. Obviously, we're going to go over the week 1 game first. So, looking at the matchup, I decided to bring offensive Zapdos here, which, as you can see, with Thunderbolt and Hurricane, he really just, his counterplay was not very amazing here. Only thing that I really had to be worrying about at preview for Zapdos was Rock Slide, Rock Slide Tauros could be a problem, and then Mega Altaria could splint my heads as well, but I felt like Zapdos was a really solid lead here. Other things, Tauros was just in general a problem for me because it had coverage basically from the whole team, and things that it did not have coverage for, it didn't really need coverage for because it just clicked its normal type move and did a lot of damage. So yeah, that was a problem for me at preview. Otherwise, there's a Mew, so I have Spadef and Incineroar, standard fare. But yeah, I mean, Mew's a problem. I just can't let Incineroar take too much chip. Suicune, so I have Haze Tapu Fini, which is unfortunate that I did bring Haze. I had to bring a Haze set, so I brought more defensive with Spadef and Defog. So maybe that wasn't the best bring there. SD, Scizor, which actually had a solid matchup here because I also had knockoff, so I can break through the Gligar and the Suicune and stuff like that. And BP actually did do quite a bit to the Infernape. I just need to force some chip on that. So yeah, those are my initial thoughts. I also have Virizion to try to break through his team because obviously you can get a Swords Dance on the Suicune, Life Orb, and you can also Revenge Mew, which is very important, and also could do decently well against Gligar. So going into this matchup, I felt it was pretty even. So I lead Zapdos, he leads Tauros, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to take a Rock Slide here, so I'm going to go ahead and scout for that and double out to my Fini, and I actually do get the upper hand there, I guess, with that, and I'll just go ahead and throw off a Surf. And that's what I mean. If I had a more threatening set, I could have possibly done more to this Suicune here, as he decides to go for Calm Mind as I click Moonblast. So I go for Haze, obviously, and yeah, I'm looking like I'm just going to be able to sit here in front of Suicune. And that's basically what I'm going to do. And it appears that we're both min speed or creep to the same speed. I'm not 100% sure what I creep to actually. It might have been min speed. So, bad play by me there though, as I so caught up with the Calm Mind that I decide to let my Fini get toxic. This time though, I go hard Virizion as I figure Calm Mind's going to come out. And he does switch out there. So I'll go for Leaf Blade and get some damage on the Altaria. Alternatively, I could have Swords Dance there, but I didn't think that risk was worth it, since he actually could stay in and go for Air Slash or Ice Beam, though it appears that he does not have those moves. So he'll be able to go ahead and get like a 2-hit KO there with his Altaria, which is super unfortunate. I am going to be able to get a special attack drop, though. It's actually not quite a 2-hit KO, not how I wanted it. But he'll go Suicune there, and I'll Moonblast, and I'll die to Toxic after. But we do get a special attack drop, which is super nice. So my Fini goes down, so I don't have my Defogger or my initial switch into Gligar here. So that's unfortunate. I'll go for Swords Dance here though, expecting Rocks or U-turn there, which is awesome. I'm able to get that up, but he obviously can go Tauros there as he does get the U-turn off. So I'm not really expecting him to turn that on. So I scout for Rock Slide there, or no, what do I scout for? What am I doing? What did I just scout for? I went Swords Dance. Okay, I go Scizor, trying to take a normal type move, and I scout for Fire Blast on the way back to Zapdos. And I'm thinking, okay, he probably does not have the Rock Slide. Could have clicked Hurricane there though. Probably should have. Actually, I don't have Hurricane in this matchup. Oh my god, I'm so bad. Yeah, I just had a Heat Wave because I didn't think Gligar was coming. I'm able to get a burn there though, which is going to be able to get me a solid. Which one got it? A solid I can talk. I saw a 2 KO. Man, live comment, post comment's harder than live comment, dude. I go ahead and get a switch in to Scizor there, and that's one of the things that I did wrong in this game. I predicted that Roost, and I went Scizor. If I'm predicting that Roost, bro, I need to go Nidoking to not let this chip damage happen, because I knew that Roost was coming out, and I go Scizor knowing that I probably won't die to a flamethrower, but I'm also like, why would I want to take a flamethrower? Why would I do that? So I go Nidoking. So if I know that that's coming out, I need to think a little bit further ahead and understand that I gotta go to the mon that I want to be out to eventually anyway. So I go Nidoking there, which is unfortunate. I'm forced to take the chip. Definitely. And I click Stealth Rock, which is another play I'm not sure if I agree with, because Stealth Rock is obviously very important for the friendship to eventually try to win with Scizor. But also, if I just click like Sludge Wave there and I do fucking a million to Suicune, it's also very good. So I click Ice Beam there, and I'm like, okay, that's a 2 KO. But I'm gonna Swords Dance because I don't think he was gonna take a Leaf Blade. So I click SD, and then I'm able to kill with Smart Strike there, which is very awesome, And I'm feeling like I'm in an okay spot here. I'm up 5-4. I'll let him get the kill, get the revenge on me with the Tauros. And I'll go in Cinnamore to get that Intimidate off. He goes for Rock Slide, as he does reveal it now, which I thought he did not have. So now I'm in a much worse shape versus Mew. However, he's -2 attack, he's -2 attack. So I do go to my Zapdos, but he lives the Thunderbolt, and I'm like, wow, that sucks. I say in the chat, oh, you got me, because I obviously expected a switch, because I was sure Rock Slide was not going to be able to kill me there. So I expected to switch. Roost, in hindsight, might have been a better play, but I still Toxic. So, but yeah, Roost was the better play. So I'm able to go Scizor now though, and get a BP here and kill Tauros. And now we're 3-3, and he goes Infernape, and I'm like, okay, fuck, I'm in a horrible spot. So I go Incineroar on the close combat, and my Incineroar dies. So now I don't have my Mew check, and I'm like, okay, this is not an awesome situation to be in, but it could be worse. It could be worse. So I can Sludge Wave. I do a decent amount of damage there, and then okay. Okay. Cool. Let's try again. Okay. Switch sides. Okay, we're just gonna skip these turns. Skip through these turns. Okay, yeah. I get the Sludge Wave off. Here. And then does a nice 36, so that's cool. I go Scizor on the Scald. And I just have to risk the burns here. That's all I can do. And he takes another round of rocks, and I get Swords Dance up. And I click Bullet Punch, does not quite get the kill. So what I needed him to do there in order to choke the game away was to stay in with Suicune again and click Scald, and then hope he doesn't get the burn, and then go Infernape. And that would then put me in an amazing situation. But yeah, he didn't do that. So his Infernape's able to live that, and then I have to go Nidoking now, and he clicks Flare Blitz and is able to get the kill there. And then his Infernape also dies, which is good for me for differential. But yeah, I mean, quite a few things that really messed up my game here. Feeny, I should have kept around, obviously. Would have helped safely set up with Scizor later. Would have helped me deal with Gligar better. Could have helped me deal with Tauros better. So many things. Unfortunately, it was like my only check to Altaria, so like I still had to kind of spend it, but no reason to let it get toxic there. I definitely should have scouted for that and been aware of that. So that's a good lesson to take into the future as well. Yeah, for sure. There's a couple times I also clicked SD with Brazion in the early game. I never really deemed that good enough. And there was one time I did click SD and it wasn't a good time to click SD. So that's also something. I also think I just got out prepped for sure. So that's my week 1 game. Only losing 2-0 though. so it is not some huge detriment to the whole season. But yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and get into our week 2 game. And okay, we are here for my week 2 game now. And as you can see, he has a Toxapex, Gardevoir, Donphan, Articuno, Urshifu, and Thundurus Eye. So, going into this game and looking at the matchup, I was like, okay, Zapdos can 2 KO everything unless he is defensive like a Gardevoir, or Thundurus T can come in as well a little bit, but not continuously because no recovery. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna go offensive Zapdos again. It does really well here, and it doesn't really need to check anything. Also, Urshifu, the check on my team to Urshifu, what was it? Tapu Fini. Actually, quite a good check. But it could still gotten more down, so Urshifu was definitely a problem there. Anyway, moving on. Tapu Fini was Tapu Fini was Taunt, Combine, Stored Power, and it was supposed to be Draining Kiss for the last move. Unfortunately, I had 2 Stored Powers instead of Draining Kiss, so I played this game with 3 moves on my Tapu Fini, which is bad for business. I believe I was just Roost, 2 attacks, Scizor with Defog. I was Musharna, Spadef Musharna to take hits from Gardevoir, and then I was Offensive Nidoking and Spadef Virizion to take hits from the Thundurus, and then, just look at Nidoking, it does extremely good here. Comes in, hits Toxapex, Rock Slide for Articuno, can hit Gardevoir on switch in or something like that, although it's not a switch in. They can also hit Donphan pretty hard. So I'm feeling pretty good about this matchup. So let's go ahead and get right into the game. He leads Thundurus, I lead Zapdos again. So that's okay. And I believe I just go for Toxic here, expecting him to either stay in or go Donphan. I click that Toxic. I go ahead and go for Hurricane, expecting a Rock Step. Unfortunately, he goes for Toxic, and now my Zapdos is Toxic in the first 2 games of the season, which is unfortunate. But I'll go ahead and go for Hurricane there again, knowing I can get a kill there on the Donphan. I switch out here, scouting for Scarf, Articuno, just in case I didn't want to stay in and click T-Bolt there. So I go Scizor, which is going to be able to scout for the Ice move and anything else. So I go for U-turn there, knowing he'll switch out, doesn't want to take a BP. And then I go my Tapu Fini on the Pex, knowing I can set up on that, even though I only have 3 moves. So I switch out there, don't want to take a freeze dry, and we're back in the same position. So I go for U-turn again, and now we go back to Fini, knowing that it's going to be able to basically be able to infinitely beat Pex 1v1. And I'll go for Calm Mind again here, as he clicks Haze. Good play, good play. So I wasn't really feeling that. I'll go for Taunt here, assuming the Toxic is coming out, learning from my last game, which is awesome. I have a Calm Mind there, and I don't beat Thundurus here with that, so only at +1. And now the Virizion set comes into play. As you can see, we did quite well there with the spread, as he is Nasty Plot +2, and Psychic Golden is 93%, and Virizion is able to live that. And I'm going to be able to kill with Stone Edge. Crit may have mattered. I don't know for sure, but it may have mattered. Musharna comes out here on the Gardevoir, obviously, and I save the Virizion as a sack for later. I go Musharna. I believe I click T-Wave here. Obviously, if he sub, that could have been a problem, especially since he got the drop and missed the fire. But we'll go for the Thunder Wave, and we get the Urshifu paralyzed. So I'm in a really good spot so far. Really good spot. And I'm able to get the play against the Articuno right again. Go for the U-turn on the Pex. And now we're back out to Tapu Fini, and we're going to do what we do, okay? And I go for Taunt this time, as he goes to his Articuno. I don't want to take a freeze dry again, so this time I go Scizor, and I believe I click U-turn once again. And once again I get it right, which is awesome. And I'm able to keep up this pressure, and now I believe I go Zapdos. Obviously going to threaten out with the T-Bolt, and I think I click Hurricane here, and I kill the Donphan. So I'm playing this one pretty well. And now he goes Articuno. Obviously, I still don't know for sure what he is, because he's only clicked 1 move each time he's gone in. And he clicks Heal Bow there, and I'm going to get a Bullet Punch off as he stays in and clicks Freeze Dry. Probably expected me to U-turn into something that's not going to like it, and potentially kill my Sack Merzion. So I'm able to get both plays right there with the BP on the freeze dry, and then U-turn the next turn onto the Pex. And now I'm feeling really good. I go Zapdos, and knowing that his team does not like T-Bolt right now, and I'm able to do a million to the Pex, and he goes for Toxic. And I'm like, okay, that's amazing for me, and that's great. So I go for Roost. It's awesome. And now my Zapdos is back to 75. I can go Musharna again. People's Wish. I'm like, okay, that's not amazing for me, but it's not horrible for me. I Heal Bell off my Toxic, which is awesome. Zapdos back. So now we go Feeny. And he clicks U-turn. And he's out to his Articuno again. Knowing that he's probably going to click Roost, I still go Scizor. Doesn't matter. And there he goes. Clicks Roost again. And I believe I U-turn. As he did forget Regenerator on Pex, I don't think it mattered a ton, because I could go Nidoking here either way, and not click Earth Power, get the kill on that, which is awesome. As he actually goes Articuno now, I'm like, okay, this is great. I believe I stay in and click Rock Slide. Unfortunately, I missed on the Urshifu. Wouldn't have done a ton of damage anyway. And now I'm back to Feeny, and my team is built really well here to take this team on. He clicks Poison Jab, and that did quite a bit of damage. Unfortunately, he doesn't stay in there, and I click Store Power. I was just sacking my guy. And now he goes Gardevoir again. And that's fine, because my Musharna eats that for sure. I click T-Wave and then Misty Terrain because I'm really good at the game. And I click Moonblast as he goes hard to Urshifu. And Musharna is able to get a kill on Urshifu. And that's cool. And now I'm basically going to be able to do very well here. And yeah. I don't want to make this game go super long though, so I believe I clicked Moonlight a couple times, but I'm like, okay, I don't want to sit here and do this, even though it was probably the better play, and maybe not, but I end up sacking Virizion, so I'm not trying to play that out, and then I go Mega Sciz, knowing to be able to go ahead and clean up the rest of the game. I also got to clean with Nidoking there, so that's cool, and Articuno is going to take quite a bit from my BP, it's freeze dry. And we're just going to play BP again and go ahead and get that kill. So I managed to go 1-1 through my first two WPF games. 1-1 with 0-2 loss and a 5-0 in my favor. So that puts me at 1-1 plus 3. So that's really good for me. Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and pull up the standings for you guys. So we can check those out in a minute. Okay, we're back. Here we are on the dock. So there we can see these standings. Obviously, we got the Kegmeister and my boy Standy B at 2-0 plus 9. I should play the Kegmeister. I play him for week 3, and yeah, I'm pretty excited to play that game. I'll try to do a live come for y'all. And we see Standy B at 2-0 plus 9 as well. Skyquake at 2-0 plus 7. Jamal Persona 2-0 plus 7. Majora at 2-0 plus 4. Joe Pick at 2-0 plus 4. Thunderbug, myself, and the winner at 1-1 plus 3. So as you can see, I'm barely making the playoff cut right now, but that 5-0 really did help out my differential, so that is very awesome for me. But yeah, not a horrible start to this season, and I believe I played one of the better players in A Division, and obviously the standings kind of do help that. I also think Skyquake's probably the best player in A Division right now. But yeah, anyway, no excuse there. So that's the first 2 weeks for WPF for me. So thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll catch you guys next time. Be sure to like it if you like it, and subscribe for more. Catch you guys next time. Peace.